When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Welcome back to Daily Wrap. I'm Joe Concha, joined by my co-host Rick Unger, and filling out the panel tonight, Joe DeVito and John Fund. Although he is crushing it in the polls relatively, that little comment is costing the Donald big dollars. The PGA, now the latest group to dump Trump, announcing they will not host its Grand Slam of Golf at Trump National Golf Club in Los Angeles this fall. ESPN also canceled a celebrity tournament. They join Univision, NBC, Macy's, CERTA, and NASCAR in severing ties with Mr. Trump. But Donald is showing no signs of backing away from his remarks. In fact, yesterday he said illegal Mexican immigrants are also bringing infectious diseases to the United States. Okay, so in terms of diseases, right, which diseases do you think are
I'm fairly certain it's the plague. I don't know.
SARS?
SARS, no doubt.
Avian?
Yeah, I'm sure there. Oh, avian.
Maybe it's clearly the disease that Mr. Trump has some familiarity with, diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh my, well done, Fun. Well, good Lord. But, you know, still at the same time, he is second nationally. So, Joe, let me get your philosophy on that.
No.
Why does he resonate? I have a philosophy on this. He's a winner in terms of business and always had a couple bankruptcies, but over a 30, 40-year period, that's pretty good.
Yes.
And he creates jobs.
It's not.
It's not.
4 bankruptcies over 30 years is good.
He also has a net
One
worth
every 7.5
conservatively
years.
of $4 billion. I look at the end result, Rick, and that's not a bad resume.
Excuse me. Wait until the financial disclosure statement.
Yeah.
We'll wait for that if he ever files
The
it.
casino's closed in Atlantic City. I know that.
Everything's closing in Atlantic City. Have you been there lately?
I was there last week.
Look. I understand the audience for this show and many other conservative shows loves Donald Trump, and I can see why.
To the point where they vote for him?
In an age, well, some would, and in an age of political correctness, he cuts through a lot of the clutter. And there are a lot of politicians who are scared of their own shadow, and they won't discuss a legitimate issue, like, for example, sanctuary cities and illegal aliens committing crimes. But I have 3 things that I always tell conservatives they should answer before they vote for Donald Trump. And they are, Donald Trump was a Democrat until late 2009, well into Obama's first year as president. He has never satisfactorily explained why he was a Democrat, or why he's a close friend of the Clintons and Hillary went to his wedding, etc.
Which one? It's a fair question.
Who's counting?
That is a fair question.
The second part is Donald Trump is the biggest exploiter of eminent domain law in America.
That's right.
He has literally tried to throw grandmothers out of their homes in order to build parking lots in Atlantic City for his casinos. He says, well, we need eminent domain to build roads. Okay, I get that. But he wants to use eminent domain for private purposes, his parking lots. That's unfair when you're dealing with little
Not public
grandmothers.
purposes.
And the third thing that Donald Trump has never satisfactorily answered is this. Donald Trump has supported single-payer health care systems. He has supported massive tax increases. He has supported just about every liberal big government program. He's also supported other things, and he's never satisfactorily explained that. The answer is, I don't think Donald Trump is conservative or liberal. I think he's just Trump, which means he'll say anything at any given moment and I think if people want a level of consistency, they have to ask those questions.
There is a conspiracy theory being bandied about by one AM radio host.
Yes.
All right. He has the same name as a
You're
rock
not
band.
going to say who he is, but it's Rush Limbaugh?
I believe it's Rush Limbaugh,
something like that, yeah.
And he believes that Donald Trump, and he's serious about this, is an agent for the left out to destroy the Republican Party from within with this candidacy because of his past donations to Democrats and his aforementioned friendship with Hillary Clinton. Do you buy into that?
Well, you never know that if Rush Limbaugh's serious about something or not.
True.
So you have to acknowledge that. He may be serious about it. No, I don't really buy into it. I just don't buy into it. You know, I thought John.
But as a liberal, he would, of course, deny it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well.
John's explanation was awesome. He really laid it out. I want to add one more thing, though. If Donald Trump got up there and made immigration the centerpiece of his campaign, I could certainly appreciate that, and that's what I think people respond to. If he was talking about sanctuary cities and whether or not that's a good or bad idea, I can understand it. But you go through his speeches, and for everything he says that people may go, hey, you know what? He's telling the truth. He adds 2 or 3 outrageous lies to make it sound better. And that does not
he's a
get you
salesman
elected
first.
to
He's a
yes,
salesman first.
doesn't get you elected to anything.
Well, if he's a double agent, it's not for any political party on this planet. It's for some sort of extraterrestrial plan
Yeah.
that is beyond our comprehension.
Well,
because
let's
it's-
talk-
We never know what's underneath that hair.
Watch it. Oh,
Nothing-
yes,
nothing
I thought you
good.
was going somewhere else.
The hair
with
gets
that.
one mention every show. Anyway, some Republican donors aren't happy with the outspoken billionaire. One says he may even call on Republicans to skip the next debate, that's next month, August 6th, if Trump is on stage. Is that what Republican candidates should do if they want to rein in Trump? I think it would be political suicide, John Fund.
It's interesting how the media handles exotic candidates. Dennis Kucinich is a fun guy, and he ran for president, and he was crazy on stage. He said all kinds of bizarre things. And the media said, okay, he represents a point of view. The Democratic Party wasn't identified with Dennis Kucinich. Donald Trump is identified with the Republican Party by the media. I don't think that's fair either.
Right.
You can have an exotic candidate. I think Bernie Sanders is crazy and has bizarre ideas. He honeymooned in the Soviet Union. Now, that's not just being a socialist.
Can be quite,
That's-
Red Square can
he
be quite
he-
captivating.
He honeymooned out in the countryside.
So what?
Oh, well, that's
well, the
that's
borscht
different
is
then.
excellent, though.
Yeah, he had a
Judge
buddy
it
with
too
a
harshly.
DACA.
So the
he
point
gave
is, there are always going to be exotic candidates. I don't think the Republican Party should be the only one to bear the cross of its exotic candidates.
So you don't think this will hurt the Republican Party ultimately? In other words,
I
people
don't
don't
think
say
Trump is
he's
gonna-
just a typical Republican.
I
They
don't
just see him
think
as a
Trump.
typical
Well,
Trump.
well, first of all, they should be reminded he was a Democrat until 2009, and secondly, I don't think he's going to be in the race that much longer.
And the
Okay.
notion-
Ooh,
the
that's a
notion-
big thing.
The
We gotta go.
notion of canceling the
We
debate
got
is
to go.
crazy.
I'm so sorry. Well, Donald Trump is rising in the polls. Would you vote for him? Go to newsmaxpolls.com to cast your vote. Back with more in just a moment.